वयं भीष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ उदीची दिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिरिषवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः। एभ्योऽस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्रियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ पूर्वादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुधैषवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः। एभ्योऽस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्रियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिक्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः सित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमीषवः। तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः। एभ्योऽस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्रियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दध्मः। उपस्थान। ॐ उद्वयं तमसस्परि स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरम्। देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम्। ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः। दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम्। ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकम् चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः। आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तुषश्च स्वाहा। ॐ तच्चक्षुरदेवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चरत्। पश्येमा शरदः शतं जीवेमा शरदः शतं। शृणुयामा शरदः शतं प्रब्रवामा शरदः शतम्। अदीनाः स्यामा शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात्। भूयश्च शरदः शतात्। भूयश्च शरदः शतात्। अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरो मन्त्रः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः mortals grow. We seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy light, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate and makes the souls of righteous people bright. My heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace to make me good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. He ईश्वर दयानिधे भवकृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाममोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेनः। तत ईश्वर नमस्कुर्यात्। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। हे मंगलेश शंकर मंगल करो हमारा, पावन प्रकाश पाए परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा। परिजान पे पिला दो अवधर अगाध दानी, तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी। अब अंत में प्रभु जी आ तुमको नमन करे हम, वेदों के ज्ञान द्वारा जीवन सफल करे हम, जीवन सफल करे हम, जीवन सफल करे हम। And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts a balm. Thy blessings in my right desire shine. I also thank thee for thy rule benign, thy kind protections and thy blessings sweet. And those who are the dreaded foes of mine, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Yes, God, I lay them humbly at thy gracious feet. Om Shanti 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 Iti Sankhyoupasana Vidhi Samaptah. This brings us to the end of our personal communication with God. This morning we take the bhajan Nirbal ke pran pukar rahe. The breath of the weak and downtrodden people keeps calling out. Sometimes we find ourselves in these situations because of circumstances that prevails around us, and we call out upon God. Jagadish Hare, Jagadish Hare. Hail unto thee, O Master, Master of the universe. Hail unto thee. And the song of their breath keep resounding as we call out unto the Lord. So with this voice and this we call out this morning. Nirbal ke pran pukar rahe.
निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे। निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे। श्वासों के झंकार रहे, जगदीश हरे जगदीश हरे। निर्बल के प्राण पुकार रहे।
सूखी खेती लहराती है।
जब दया दृष्टि हो जाती है,
सूखी खेती लहराती है। सूखी खेती
लहराती है।
इस आशीष जग उचारे रहे। जगदीश हरे, जगदीश हरे, निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे।
सुख दुखों
की चिंता है ही नहीं, भय है विश्वास न जाए कहीं।
सुख दुखों
की चिंता है ही नहीं, भय है विश्वास न जाए कहीं। भय है विश्वास न जाए कहीं।
टूटे न लगा यह कार्य रहे।
जगदीश हरे, जगदीश हरे,
निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे। तुम हो
करुणा के धाम सदा, सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा।
तुम हो
करुणा के धाम सदा, सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा। सेवक है राधे श्याम सदा।
बस इतना सदा विचारे रहे। जगदीश हरे, जगदीश हरे, निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे। जगदीश हरे, जगदीश हरे, सासों के स्वर झंकार रहे। जगदीश हरे, जगदीश हरे, निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे। निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे। निर्बल के प्राण पुकारे रहे।
Lord, you're always the abode of compassion. Bear in mind that I am always your servant. Hail unto thee, O Master, as we all once again call upon you, O God, for you to inspire us positively so that we can overcome all the negativities and all the depression that we probably may have been undergoing for the past week. Or we beg that, O God, may you give us such ability. Nirbalake, we call upon you, Jagadish Hare, hail unto thee, to remove these negativities in our life. The children kindly come on the stage, come down from the ground. Now this morning we don't have Yajmans, so what I'll do, as usual, I open it to the audience. If any one of you wish to come and sit around the Vedi, you're free to do so. If the adults are not available, then we'll take the children. So I'll wait a moment as we take the Sankalp, and while you're deciding,
तृतीय प्रहराढे वैवस्वत मन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे कलियुगे कलिप्रथम चरणे अस्मिन् कीलक विक्रम संवत्सरे पौषमासे शुक्लपक्षे रविवासरे नवमी तिथौ अश्विनी नक्षत्रे बालवकरणे साध्ययोगे क्वीन्स् नगरे न्यूयॉर्क प्रदेशे अमेरिका देशे महर्षि दयानंद गुरुकुले आर्य समाज मंदिरे अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते। अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते। अयं साप्ताहिक सत्संगः प्रारभ्यते।
Thank you all very much for chanting of a sankalp. We have now established our time, purpose, and place of this. Is anyone in the audience would want to come and sit? All right then. All right, we take the children. That's all right. And in the event anyone wants to make only an offering, then we accommodate you for that too. So, all. Okay, let me give the students a choice now. Who wants to go sit at the Vedi this morning to be the Yajman? Quick. Go, yes, go there. And we need two more that side. Or, all right, since you don't want to decide, all of you stand. You do want to go there. And go up there. 2 rows. All of the children. Where are you going to go? You playing the music? Okay. Go. The Pandita is going to set you around there. But you leave your books. You have to take your books with you too. You got to chant. And when time to make the offerings, then you will. All right. Agnivesh, would you be able to lead us in the Ishwar Stuti, the first part of the Havan? You think you can manage? All right. Your brother Amitesh, give him a backup as you go. Let's see. Let's read this morning. Try you this morning with the Havan. All right. Look at what they're doing there, and then you go slowly, right? Achaman is sipping sacramental water again. And we go. Just begin and we give you the back to go. Okay. Om Amrito Pastar Namasi Swaha. Namasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yasha Shrirmai Shrihi Shrayatam Swaha. Mitesh, call the heading for him. We might not be able to do that now. And then you go.
Atanga Sparashaha, touching the body lens with sacramental water.
Om Vangmaste Astu. Om Nasur Me Prano Astu. Om Akshanur Me Chakshurastu. Om Karnayor Me Shrotamastu. Om Bahur Me Balamastu. Om Purvurma Ojostu. Om Arishtani Megani Tanustanvami Sahasantu.
Ateshwara Stuti Pratano Pasana.
Om
Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva. प्रजापते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः तस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव यईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च त्रिधा येन स्वः सभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः तस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ प्रजापते न त्वरेतान्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जोमस्तनो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयिर्णाम्। ॐ स नो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास् तृतीये धामन्यध्यरयन्ता। ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम। हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्ययुक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याणकारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए।
O God, O Creator of this universe, O radiant cause of all manifestation, do remove it from us all that is difficult in our experience, all tendencies to transgress your laws, and bring unto us all that is beautiful, benevolent, and auspicious. O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can supersede the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter be fulfilled. May we be masters of earthly and heavenly riches.
इति स्वरस्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देवमृत्विजं होतारं रत्नधातमम्। ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्निः सुपायनो भव स च स्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यहरितिरनर्वणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना। ॐ स्वस्तये वायुम् उपप्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्ति आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः। ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये
वैश्वानरो वसुरनिः स्वस्तये देवावन्तु विभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पार्वंहसः
ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा स्वस्ति पत्ये रेवती
स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो अरिते कृधिः
ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम
सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्दता नता जानता
संगमे महि इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् ॐ शन्ना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शन्ना इन्द्रा वरुणाराटहव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय
शम्योः शन्ना
इन्द्रा पूषणा वाजसातौ ॐ शन्नो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शन्नः पुरनिः शमुसन्तुरायः शन्नः सत्यस्य सूर्यमस्य शंसः शन्नो अर्यमा पुरुजातु अस्तु ॐ शन्नो धाता शमुर्हर्तानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शम्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अत्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिर्णिको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रा वरुणा वश्विनाशं शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्न इष्यो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहूतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृश्येन अस्तु शन्ना ओषधीर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शन्ना इन्द्रो वसुभिर्देवो अस्तु शमादित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शन्नः स्वस्थानाभिरिह शृणोतु
ॐ शन्नः
सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः शमुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वा शमवस्तु वेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्राः
तथैवैति दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकम् तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु
ॐ येन कर्माण्यपसो मनीषिणो यच्चे कृण्वन्ति विदथेषु धीराः
यदपूर्वं यक्षमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु
ॐ यत्प्रजानमुत चेतो
धृतिश्च
यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं
प्रजासु यस्मानरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतम् अमृतेन सर्वं येन यच्छ्रायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः
शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु।
ॐ यस्मिन् ऋचः सामयजूंषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नभा विवारा यस्मिन् स्थितं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः
शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु।
ॐ सुषारथिरश्वानि वयं मनुष्यान् नेनियतेभिषुभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदजिरं जविष्ठं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु। तन्मे मनः
शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु।
O King, with your peaceful flow, bring peace onto the world of animals and peace onto the world of human beings too. Peace indeed to the world of trees and plants. No fear from our friends, nor from those who are unfriendly to us. No fear from the known, no from the unknown. No fear in the night, nor in the day. May we be friends unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly unto us.
Sana Bhavaswa Shamgave Shamjanaya Shamarvate Shamrajanyoshadhibhyah.
Om Abhayam Mitraya Abhayam Amitrat Abhayam Jataya Abhayam Parokshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Nivanaha Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarva Asha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Iti Sankshepatah Shanti Karanam Athagni Pradipanam.
के कर्मों से
बचे पाप के कर्मों से सदा शुभ कर्म करे रहे दूर बुराई से रहे दूर बुराई से सब है मेहमान यहाँ सब है मेहमान यहाँ करके जो भलाई गई उनका गुणगान यहाँ उनका गुणगान यहाँ भगवान को याद करे भगवान को याद करे अनमोल है जीवन ये नहीं से बर्बाद करे नहीं से बर्बाद करे नहीं से बर्बाद करे। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः ओम भूर्भुवः स्वर्गौरिव भूम्ना पृथिवी भवर्ना तस्यास्ते पृथिवी देवयजनि
पृष्ठेऽन्निम्मना दमना ध्याया दधे.
Fanning the fire. Om Udbudhya Swagni Pratijagrahi Tvamishapurte Samsrije Dhamayancha Asmin Sadhaste Ajhutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Sidata Devascha Yajamanascha Sidata.
Ata samidadhana. Om ayanta idma atma
jata vedastene dhyasva vardhasva chedha vardhaya chasmat prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadyena samedhaya स्वाहा.
इदं अग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्नं मम. ॐ समिधाग्निं ध्रुवस्य तद्घृतैर्बोधयतातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्याजोहोतनं सुसमिधाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जोहोतन. अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा.
इदं अग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्नं मम.
तन्त्वा समिधिरङ्गिरो
घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोचाय विष्य स्वाहा. इदमग्नये अङ्गिरसे इदन्नं मम.
Ata panchakrita utaya. Om
ayanta idma atma jata vedastene dhyasva vardhasva chedha vardhaya chasma prajaya pashubhir brahma varchase nanadyena samedhaya स्वाहा.
इदं अग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम.
ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेधा वर्धाय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम. ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेधा वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा.
इदमग्नये जातवेदसे
इदन्नं मम. ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेधा वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम. Fifth and final time. Om ayanta idma atma जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्व वर्धस्व चेधा वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्नं मम.
Ata jal prasinjanam.
अनुमन्यस्व ॐ अनुमते अनुमन्यस्व ॐ सरस्वती अनुमन्यस्व ॐ देवा सवितः प्रसूय च पतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतम्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचं नः स्वरतु
ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा
इदम् अग्नये इदं नमः ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं नमः ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं नमः ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं नमः
अथ कृत सामग्री आहुतयः
ॐ सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सचुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषानः सूर्यो वेतु स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ
ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः
स्वाहा ॐ सचुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्या जुषानो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदं नमः ॐ भुवर्वायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदं नमः ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदं नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदं नमः ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा ॐ यां मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मा मध्यमेधयाग्नि मेधाविदं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेय सुपथाय अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहोरार्णमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमौतिं विधेम स्वाहा अथ पूर्णाहुतिरुप आघारावाज्यभागाहुतयः ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदम् अग्नये इदं नमः ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदं न मम ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदं न मम ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदं न मम ॐ भूरग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदं न मम ॐ भुवर्वायवे स्वाहा इदं वायवे इदं न मम ॐ स्वरादित्याय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय इदं न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्नि वायवादित्येभ्यः इदं न मम
Those around the can kindly stand and Bhaiji, Sergio, up there. Go with him. Go with him. This morning we don't have specific yajma, but I knew for a fact that Bhaiji told me his mom was very critical ill, and we know the fact that his mom had certain medical condition. And these yesterday, and her birthday was also yesterday, and there's so many things happening and conditions. Sometimes we are lucky that when these things happen, we overcome them, we survive, and there are other instances that we do not. So Sir Jiva, you and your entire family were with you in this moment. I know what it is to when your mom is ill or some relative of yours, and it's very stressful, and especially if you can't do anything. But today we're with you, begging God to influence you and your entire family to do what you have to do to take care of your mom, and also begging God to inspire the doctors to do their job efficiently. Let's go around very slowly.
Om परमेश्वर रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे परमेश्वर रे जीने का सहारा तेरा नाम रे मुझे दुनिया वालों से क्या काम रे
जामिर्भ्राता च सर्जतः प्रक्षक्षेवस्य भेषजं जरदष्टिं कृणोमि त्वा स्वाहा ॐ अङ्गभेदो अङ्गज्वरो यस्य ते हृदयामयः यक्ष्मः श्रेण इव प्रापतद् वाचा साधः परस्तरां स्वाहा ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्यदेवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथिदेवो भव स्वाहा. Let the two girls make an offering for their Aji. Give the two of them. Your dad will take that. Om tak chakshurdevahitam purastak chukramocharat pashyema sharadah shatam जीवेमा शरदः शतं शृणुयामा शरदः शतं प्रप्रवामा शरदः शतं अदीनः स्यामा शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् स्वाहा ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्यदेवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथिदेवो भव स्वाहा. Bhai Jiva, you and entire family were there with you in this moment. We pray that may God influence you all positively and the doctors to make sure that your mom is safe and sound as long as God wishes her to be with you and with the entire family, so that you can ease the stress and strain that you undergo. And we have our father, Pitaji Hariprasad. Come. His dharmapatni passes 2 years ago. And when you're all by yourself, you know, these are the memories that you keep with you, that your dear loved one passed. And every time that date comes around, all the memory comes back to you. Give him the key.
जब जब बहार आए और फूल मुस्कुराए, मुझे तुम याद आए, मुझे तुम याद आए. जब जब भी चाँद निकला और तारे जगमगाए, मुझे तुम याद आए, मुझे तुम याद आए, मुझे तुम याद आए.
ओम तव शरीरं पतयिष्णु अर्वन् तव चित्तं वात इव ध्रजीनां तव शृङ्गानि वितिष्ठित पुरुत्र अरण्येषु जरभुरान चरन्ति स्वाहा. ॐ अपश्यां गोपाम् अनिपद्यमानम् आचा पराचा पतिभिश्चरन्तं ससद्रीचींस विशूंची वसानः आवरीवर्ति भुवनेषु अन्तः स्वाहा. ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्यदेवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथिदेवो भव स्वाहा.
मुमकिन है जिंदगानी कर जाए बेवफाई, मुमकिन है जिंदगानी कर जाए बेवफाई.
Okay, give Pandita Gayatri the thing before you all take this student, and Bhai that come up here please too. You know, when you don't have anybody in America, and you live all by yourself, and something happens, unfortunately you can't get there where the incident occurred. They can't come here. It's very painful, and you need someone to tell. You need someone to console and to tell them what happened. And unfortunately or fortunately for Bhai Lajmi, that he's in such a situation too. So we will offer prayer for that person who is paining at this time, who he has connection with. But he died. Yes, what I'm saying, the person died, and the one who's over here cannot go. All the person can do is to sit in a room and think of what's happening over there, and trying to get some kind of communication. Like I had a situation the other day where the son couldn't come and couldn't see the father, but he's always on. And in this instant, we thank technology that he could have seen at least the image of his father through those little things that we have. They're good and they're bad, but in this instance, very good that he could have seen what's going on. And that's all he could have seen. Likewise going to happen by Lachmi. And Pandita Gayatri also lost one of her nephew. And there's so many things going on, but life goes on. But what do? We have to console each other, share our experience. Pandita Gayatri and we are here with you. We're also together thinking with the Bhai Hari Prashad for his Dharmapatni who has passed 2 years ago. Go, Amrita.
कल रहा सो आज ना, और आज है सो अब नहीं। कल रहा सो आज ना, और आज है सो अब नहीं। चक्र यह संसार का घूमत सदा इस बात ही। कल रहा सो आज ना, और आज है सो अब नहीं। और आज है सो अब नहीं। और आज है सो अब नहीं।
Om apang pran eti swadhaya gribhito martyo martyena sayonihi tashashvanta vishunchina vidyanta nanyam chikshur anyam swaha. Om rupam pratirupo babhuva tarasya rupam pratichakshanaaya indro maya bhipurupa eyati yukta hi asya harayah shatadasha swaha. Om matridevo bhava swaha pitridevo bhava swaha acharya devo bhava swaha. Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. Our condolences and sentiments are with you, Pandita Gayatri, for that loss. And we hope and pray that those who are involved would overcome that loss as early as possible. Give it to Bhai Lachmi that.
कौन आया है यहाँ सबका रहने के लिए। कौन आया है यहाँ सबका रहने के लिए। हर मसीचे चैन की सुरभित हुई जीवन कली। कल
मतिभिः पूर्वेभिर् यत्रा न पूर्वे पितरः परेयुः उभा राजाना स्वधाय मण्डता यमं पश्यासि वरुणं च देवं स्वाहा ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्य देवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथि देवो भव स्वाहा. Bhailajminat, extend our sympathy and condolences to that sister of ours who lost her brother. She's here, her brother is in England, and she's with Bhailajminat downstairs, so she needs someone to tell. Who else would she tell but telling Bhailajminat as a father and someone who is very much involved in philosophical dealings. Thank you very much, Bhailajminat. Give her our sympathy and tell her we pray that may God give her the ability to sustain this loss, even though she cannot be there. All right, thank you. Bhanamrita also lost sister, mother around this time of the year, 9 years ago, but still the memory are there fresh in her mind. And when you see other lost and you go to these funerals and look at what's happening around and they see people expressing their emotions, etc., everything that happens to you come back to you. And you're put in a situation where you're thinking of your lost one. So Bhahanamrita, we are here with you too. We beg God that may God grant you the ability that let the memories that you have of your loved ones be a positive one and let it not affect you negatively, but life goes on.
जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ कैसे ढूंढे कोई उनको नहीं कदमों के भी निशान दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ कैसे ढूंढे कोई उनको नहीं कदमों के भी निशान दुनिया से जाने वाले जाने चले जाते हैं कहाँ
ओम न विजानामि यदि वेदमस्मि निन्यः सन्नद्धः मनसा चरामि यदा मागन् प्रथमा जारितस्य आदिर्वाचो अश्नुवे भागम् अस्याः स्वाहा ॐ मातृदेवो भव स्वाहा पितृदेवो भव स्वाहा आचार्य देवो भव स्वाहा ॐ अतिथि देवो भव स्वाहा. May God grant you the ability, Bhahanamrita, for you to continue living with the good memories of your dear loved ones, even though you cannot see them physically, but they may have created an impression on your mind. Give Pandita Amrita a hug for me, small other Pandita Amrita. Give Bhahanamrita a hug. And we extend, we share with you this sentiment. Now we'll take the children. How many of them? Okay, good. Okay, now the children, whatever brought you to Monday this morning, and I hope you all come constantly because we have activities for you to get involving. I was expecting the entire group to come today, but maybe because of the weather, I'm hoping and praying. That is why the reason why. Whatever brought you to Monday, beg God that may God keep you keep you inspired that you can come constantly to the mandir to communicate with your God and to share the spiritual wisdom that is being disseminated here in the activities we're doing. All right? Om anuvratah pituh putro matra bhavatu sammanah jaya padye madhumati वाचं वरतु Shantivam Swaha. Go stand in front of the both of you. Om No Matridevo Bhava Swaha, Pitridevo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha.
नहीं चाहिए रंग महलना धन दौलत की शान, हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष खरा, कि घर घर में खुशियाली हो, सदा सुख की हरियाली हो। नहीं चाहिए रंग महलना धन दौलत की शान, हम तो मांगे तुझसे मालिक एक संतोष का दान, एक संतोष का दान, एक संतोष का दान।
Om Ma Bhrata Bhrataram Dviksham Ma Swasaram Uta Swasa Samyanchaha Savrata Bhutva Vacham Varta Bhadraya Swaha. Om Somo Dhenum Somo Arvantamashu Somo Viram Karmanyam Dadati Sadhanyam Vidatyam Sabheyam Pitri Shravanam Yodadashadasme Swaha. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha, Pitri Devo Bhava Swaha, Acharya Devo Bhava Swaha, Om Atithi Devo Bhava Swaha. All right. And if there's nothing else more for us to observe and to seek God's protection for at this time, major, but as we all chant, we chant the Mahagayatri mantra and we beg God, if there is any negativities in our life, if there is anything that is bothering us, there is anything that we can make a decision about, we beg God that, oh God, give us such intelligence that we can make the decisions that we need to make. Let us sit and ponder over those events, those incidents, and oh God, inspire us that we can make a decision, such decisions that would allow us to overcome these negativities in our life. So as we chant together, we clasp palms and bow heads. Let us go. Amidesh.
सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा।
अतः स्विस्सकृत आहुति अथ मोहन भोग आहूयते। ॐ यदस्य कर्मणो अत्यरीरिषं यद्वा न्यूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्टस्विष्टकृद्विद्यात् सर्वं शिष्टं सुहृतं करोतु मे। अग्नये शिष्टकृते सहुताहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वानः कामान् समर्धय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये शिष्टकृते इदं न मम। ॐ प्रजापतये
स्वाहा। इदं प्रजापतये इदं न मम।
Let us all please stand for the final offerings.
ॐ सर्ववै पूर्णं
स्वाहा।
ॐ सर्ववै पूर्णं स्वाहा। ॐ सर्ववै पूर्णं स्वाहा। Let them stand in a semicircle right there next to the kun. Just open it so that I can get a photograph. Just in a semicircle. Extend your palms towards the Vedi, the fire. Om Tanupa Agneyasi Tanvam me pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyasi Ayur me dehi. Om Varchoda Agneyasi Varcho me dehi. Om Agneyan me tanva Unam tanma aprinam. Om Medha me devah Savita adadhatu. Om Medha me devi Saraswati adadhatu. Om Medha me ashvinau Deva vadhatam pushkarasrajau. Om Vachama apyayatam. Om Pranaschama apyayatam. Om Chakshuschama apyayatam. Om Shrotam Chama apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama apyayatam. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kayanaschitra abhuvad Uti sada vridha sakha Kaya shachishtaya vrita. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Kasva satyo madana Manghishto matsadandhasaha Dridha chirayuje vasu. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Abhishunah Sakinam Avita Janitrinam Shatam Bhavasyutaye Shatam Bhavasyutaye Shatam Bhavasyutaye. Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram Iti Agnihotram. Namaste to everyone. And this is bring us to the end of the Havan Yajna. Take your seat. We take the Havan Geet, and all the Yajmans go to your parents, get your arti money, and you will give that as Yajman Dan. All right? Because we have to train you well. Go get your arti money. That will be your Dan for today. And go take back your seat there when you get it. Havan Geet. And, all right. Now let me put you on notice when you come back here, you have to give us a bhajan this morning. We have half an hour to before our pravachan time. So I have on schedule Kavita, Amitesh, Amrita, and Pandit Mukund. Where is Jagdish? Bhajan's time. Look at the clock and use your discretion and see how you're going to put your bhajan. So all of you are in line for that. We take Pujani from Agnivesh. Okay, Agnivesh, go with us. Yes.
पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए चोर देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गावे चाहे सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से
Clasping palms.
हाथ जोड़ झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल दीजिए छोड़ देवे चल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु मानसिक बल दीजिए
All right, get man down. You all stand.
ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्या चन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्दताग्नता जानता सङ्गमे मही ॐ स्वस्ति ॐ स्वस्ति ॐ स्वस्ति
Thank you all for being today's Yajman. And may God shower His choicest blessings on all of you so that you can fulfill your aims and objectives. We commence the Geet Bhajan singing with Kavita first.
मैं एक नन्हा सा मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ तुम हो बड़े बलवान प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो मैं एक नन्हा सा मैं एक छोटा सा बच्चा हूँ तुम हो बड़े बलवान प्रभु जी मेरे लाज रखो मैंने सुना है तुमने यहाँ पे
Peter, for that wonderful bhajan, Amitesh.
Namaste, everyone. This bhajan is saying, we divided this world into sections and raised boundaries between people. We forget all too quickly that we are all one. The earth allows every tree and flower to grow, so we too must learn to let every person into our family. दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से नाम अलग है देश देश के पर वसुंधरा एक है नाम अलग है देश देश के पर वसुंधरा एक है फल फूलों के रूप अलग पर भूमि उर्वरा एक है धरा बात कर हृदय न बातो धरा बात कर हृदय न बातो दूर रहो संहार से ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से धर्म वही है जो करता है मानव का उद्धार रे धर्म वही है जो करता है मानव का उद्धार रे धर्म नहीं है जो के डाल दे दिल में एक दरार रे करो न दूषित आंगन मन का करो न दूषित आंगन मन का नफरत की दीवार से ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से दूर दूर तक फैली धरती देखो कहे पुकार के ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से ओ वसुधा के रहने वालों रहो सर्वथा प्यार से
Thank you very much, Amitesh, for that wonderful rendition, bhajan. Thank you. We now have the pleasure of listening to Pandit Mukundji.
Namaste. Before I give my 2 lines of bhajan, I would like to just appeal to the parents to bring your kids. Bal Divas is coming up, and we need to prepare for our kids for that. We will have other mandirs coming, and obviously they are preparing their kids and their participants. So I'm sure you don't like, or you wouldn't feel happy that they will come and outshine your kids and our mandir. So again, I'm asking you all for your support. It is our pride in this mandir. Everybody should have self-respect and self-pride. That does not mean arrogance, but we know our Guruji has high standard. Each of our pundits have high standards here, and in order to maintain that standard, we got to practice. And again, I'm appealing, bring your kids. On Fridays especially, we have practice for the children. I will sing one of the songs that we will use just to give you an idea. This is one of Guruji's Geet. कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई कभी कोमल हाथ वधू का कभी कोमल हाथ प्रभु का कभी कोमल हाथ प्रभु का कभी कोमल हाथ प्रभु का सब भांति करे कल्याण पग पग रक्षा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कभी है रूप अनेक कृपा की कभी कभी जय कभी हार कराती कभी रूप अनेक कृपा की कभी हार कराती कभी रूप अनेक कृपा की कभी जय कभी हार कराती कभी प्रभु का निर्दोष विधान प्रभु मौका करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं कोई समझे भक्त सुजान प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं प्रभु नित कृपा करते हैं
Thank you very much, Pandit Mukundji. And just to inform you once again, the music class is free. So all the parents who would like their children to be involved in a musical item, please contact Pandit Mukundji. If you want to see me, get his number. And because the practice session has to begin early for you to gain perfection. Music class Friday afternoon, as of this year, it's free. So, you know, when something is free, it loses its value sometimes. But in this case, it's very valuable. All right, so we'll have the next bhajan from Pandit Jagdish. Come on. And the teachers who are involved, Pandita Indrauti is here this morning. She came with the expectation that the student would have come up. I also came with the expectation that all the students would have come up, so she would have gotten her selection of student. Unfortunately, they did not turn up. Pandita Leela, she's here. She's going to deal with the younger ones with Hindi items. Pandita Indrauti is going to take the middle class or the big ones. But we would like not to get one student in too many activities. So I beg of the parents who are here, tell the other parents if they wish their children to be involved, to get in contact with these teachers or come to them on the next Sunday, definitely. Because time is going and we're going to be late. Jagdish, okay, and the Pandits who have to prepare their topics. I don't know if Jagdish is aware of that, but you have to prepare also the Panditas and Pandits who are not the training teachers would be involved in presenting a topic with a student. All right, Pandit Jagdish, over to you.
फूलों से तुम हंसना सीखो, फूलों से तुम हंसना सीखो, भंवरों से तुम गाना, सूरज की किरणों से सीखो, जगना और जगाना, जगना और जगाना। फूलों से तुम हंसना सीखो, भंवरों से तुम गाना, सूरज की किरणों से सीखो, जगना और जगाना, जगना और जगाना। जोई से तुम सारे सीखो, ऊंची मंजिल जाना, ऊंची मंजिल जाना। वायु की झोंकी से सीखो, वायु की झोंके से सीखो, हरकत में ले आना, जगना और जगाना। वृक्षों की डाली से सीखो, फल पाकर झुक जाना, फल पाकर झुक जाना। मेहंदी के पत्तों से सीखो, मेहंदी के पत्तों से सीखो, बिस बिस रंग चराना, जगना और जगाना, 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 जगना और
wonderful rendition in such a style. Thank you very much. And okay, no announcements beside Bal Divas, which is on the 2nd of April 2016. Amrita is going to sing the final bhajan while we prepare to go into the pravachan. And this bhajan has a little bearing into the pravachan that will be discussed this morning. So, over to Amrita, Pantamrita. Just gonna fix this up. Put on the screen.
Namaste, everyone. Page 19 in the Atmagit. This bhajan says, O Lord, I am your child, but I do not know you. Ignorance engulfs me. I live in this world, which is a big storehouse of knowledge. Everything teaches me, like Bhai Pandit Jagdish's song says, learn from nature, but yet most of us are ignorant. Hey, mere Jagdish Balak, main tera anjaan hoon. Hey, mere Jagdish Balak, main tera ज्ञान के भंडार में भूला हुआ इंसान हूँ। है मेरे जगदीश बालक, मैं तेरा अनजान हूँ। ज्ञान के भंडार में भूला हुआ जगदीश बालक, मैं तेरा अनजान हूँ।
Thank you very much, Pandita Amrita, for that wonderful bhajan that has a little bearing to the pravachan that I'll discuss with you this morning. What's mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, before I commence the pravachan today, I would like to express my gratitude and thank you to all of you for the support you have rendered to me and my family this weekend based upon the loss of my brother-in-law. And thank you all very much for being there. And it all happens while preparing for the pravachan, and life goes on. You have to do what you have to do. I didn't get to complete the pravachan properly, but I'll try my best to discuss it with you. So the fact is that things happen, but life goes on. Those are the laws of nature in life. You're unprepared for what happened, and it comes and it hits you. And what do you do then? The pravachan has a little bearing to understanding what it is all about in life, but in this topic I have chosen, it dealt with a little bit of what the bhajan says, that we live in this world, but we are ignorant of many things. And because of the fact of ignorance, we do things that are not in harmony with the laws of nature and in harmony with human behavior. So once again, thank you all, and let us see what the mantra tells us. I want to present to you this morning the discussion. Let us chant. Kaho ek baar hai mitro,
सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। आर्य समाज की जय हो। कहो एक बार हे मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। वैदिक धर्म की जय हो। आर्य समाज की जय हो।
ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव. We beg God, the Creator, that O God, may you lead us on that path that is very harmonious, that path that would lead us to understanding, and that path that would remove us from ignorance. As we look in this mantra, it says, save us from ignorance, sin, and slander, O God. Many times in our activity, because of the ignorance of not knowing what is happening, of the ignorance of not knowing how to take care of ourselves, of the ignorance of not knowing what would be the end result of what our activities, we do things that creates negative situation in our life. Let's see what this mantra tells us. It addresses us and says, Om Purushaya no abhishashtehe Somhi pahi anhasaha Sakha shusheva edhinaha Sakha shusheva edhinaha. We address, O Soma, King of Peace, protect us from making slanderous statements. They bring us suffering and torment. Preserve us completely from engaging in ignorance and sin. O Soma, King of Peace, bring through happiness, be our friend. The mantra is encouraging us to address God in who we give the name Soma, peace, King of peace, who brings peace to us. And God does many things based upon his attribute and what we are focusing on at that time. We give God, we call God in that name. In this mantra, we address God as Soma, King of peace, peace from the turbulence that we face every single day in our life. In family gathering and all other public areas such as school, office, bank, temple, street, we hear statement of slander moving constantly from mouth to ear, etc. And when it passes from one mouth to the ear, by the time it reaches the seventh person down the line, the whole thing is twisted. Because they add in a little piece. Slander amount to malicious misrepresentation, even vilification of one's character. That is what slander is all about. The intention is to degrade someone's activity and their personality. Slander is calumny. It is aimed at injuring the image and reputation of someone else. That's all slander is all about. When we want to distort someone's personality, we want to discredit them, then we go about saying things. Let's say it has a little bit of fruit in it. Well, by the time we pass it on, we take out that fruit and we add in all the things that are not fruit into it. And then it reaches out there. So we are begging God that, oh God, people slander and vilify our character in one of two scenarios. Why do they do so? One, how do they do so? Either we commit a vice or wrongdoing, or our virtuous action is an impediment for them. And that's what you call when you say someone is jealous of me or jealous of her, etc., etc. When someone who is ignorant of the fact and they see that someone else is going forward and elevating themselves, then this nature steps into one's personality if he or she does not have the right concept of what life is all about. So what does that person do? Take, for instance, I know that Pandit Jagdish is climbing the ladder, but I don't want him to do so, so I start to look at him and I try to find a fault, and then I go about and spread it all the way. Because I am jealous of Pandit Jagdish moving up the ladder in life. But we forgot to remember that each one of us are different. We have different abilities and we have different capacities. We are not the same. And we have to live with that fact. We should not compare ourselves with each other, who is better than who. That's a big mistake we're making, because we have to realize that we are all different. We try our best to do things in the right way. I may not do things the way Pandit Jagdish is doing it, and he may not do things the way I am doing it. That doesn't mean that we're different. It's just telling us as human beings that we all are of different capacity and ability in our life. I'm using liberty and Pandit Jagdish. Yeah, so, it's just to illustrate that we have to live on this way. But if we go about comparing that this one is better than this one and this one is better than that one, then we are ignorant of the fact that no two persons are alike. Even twins are not alike. Physically, they may be alike. But when it comes to intelligence, they may not be alike. Because twins, it comes from heredity factor, which gives you the feature that you have. So the mantra is urging us, brothers and sisters, oh my child, do not do these things. If you think of someone virtuous action, you try to prevent that person from making progress, because it stands in our way, in the way of the personal agenda being fulfilled. That is me, my personal agenda being fulfilled, I'm slandering Pandit Jagdish. Our pursuit is selfless duty, frustration. Our pursuit of selfless duty frustrated their pursuit of selfish gold. That Jagdish progress frustrate my progress because of my selfishness, so I start slandering him. The mantra is saying, don't do that. We should not be preoccupied if people uselessly find faults in our virtuous action. However, if we engage in slander and calumny, if we misrepresent and injure the person's character, then we must hasten to cease and desist. I realize that, you know what, I'm doing harm to Pandit Jagdish. How do I realize that? Because every time I hear what I said, it's changing. So I have to desist from saying that, because people are taking my words, misinterpreting, and sending out there, trying to slander my personality and his personality. Why should I stop doing that? Desist from it. Because many times such slander has no base in truth, and it brings about suffering and torment. I suffer, he suffers. I am tormented, he is tormented too. Then you know what happens? Let's take, for example, I make a malicious statement that sullies and vilifies a person's image. And I'm going to use Jagdish here again. I did that to him. And see where it takes me. You know what happens? Somebody hears it, and they take it from mouth to mouth. They tell I'm going to use the Pandits here now and take liberty in them. Somebody tell Pandita Gayatri. Pandita Gayatri tell Pandita Shamila. Shamila really sending news to Pandita Leela. And Pandita tell Pandita Sai. By the time it reaches to Pandita Sai, the whole thing is twisted. Then finally it gets back to Pandit Jagdish's ears. What happened? He angrily come to me and demand an explanation from me, and I either deny it or I accept the fact that I did say so. Either way, Pandit Jagdish now is very angry with me. Start calling me dirty names. Worse than, he takes me to court for defaming his character. Chances are that witness comes forth. All those who heard what I said come forth, and they said, yes, Pandit Atmanan said so. So what happens? They testify that I made slanderous statement, and then a judgment is passed against me, causing me to either pay a huge sum of money, or I go to the jinx. What do I do? Sometimes it may happen that I didn't say what they're saying, but because I don't have proof that exactly what I said, the person who is the judge, he makes a decision based upon what the witnesses are saying. And to make it worse, Pandit Jagdish paid the witness off and said, these are what you're going to say that he said about me, because he's angry that I am vilifying his personality because of my ignorance. And make it worse, Pandit Jagdish did not even sit to think and say, you know what, let me go to this person very calmly and ask him or her if he did say so. Came to me and say, you know, Pandit Atmanan, I heard that you said so and so. Is it true? Not in haste, not in ignorance, but I just go to clarify. He comes to me to clarify. That would have been a case scenario where he's out of ignorance. So, the mantra tells us, before we go to sleep at night, we should clasp our palm and pray in this manner. This is what the mantra is telling us. O Soma, King of Peace, protect us from making slanderous statements. They bring us suffering and torment. Don't say things to hurt someone's personality, slanderous statement. On the other hand, controlling the words we utter bring tremendous joy. I talk about the good things about Pandit Jagdish, then I'm happy, I'm free. Anyway, I see him, I'm not in a position I'm going to dodge him and go somewhere else. We all have negativities in our personality. We all have things that are not pleasant, but we should try to avoid those things, and we should try to avoid talking about the negativities of others too. Because when we do so, it doesn't make us happy. It makes us tormented and troubled. Because we also have the same defects as others do. In addition to restraining our mouths from engaging in slander, we should strive to save ourselves from sin. Not doing things to harm others and not saying things to harm others. In this mantra, the word that is used for sin is anhas, if you can remember and see it where. There are many words to use for sin, pap, etc. But in this mantra, as you have seen, the word that is used for sin is anhas. There it is. In that line, the second line. That's the word. Sakha is friend. And Adi completely, as we go down, we see fine. So we should not, our friend, why? Because we're suffering and we go down. So, the question still remains that we should not do these things. Pain. Where am I? He angrily came and he accepted or I denied his statement. So we say the fact that we should not say things that we should not do in the world. We go to sleep and we address God. Save us. The word is sin. Anhas is that kind of sin that breeds violence. Violence against ourselves, violence against others. So the context in which the word is used, anhas means that sin. And what it does, it breeds violence, it breeds against ourselves and others. Form on anhas or sin that we can think includes the following. Vulnerable people, we hurt vulnerable people in society. People who can't defend themselves, we hurt them. People who are not educated more than we are, we hurt them by the things we say and the things we do to them. Consuming and distributing intoxicant. I am not drinking it. I don't tell you to drink it, but I'm selling it. Or I'm giving you. You come to my home, I have a function, I don't drink. But when you come to my home, you expect me to give you something to drink, or you're not coming to my home. Then the question remains, okay, if you can't get alcohol in my home and that's the reason why you're not coming, then don't come, stay where you are. You're not my friend. You're not my family. You're not my relative. Because coming to my home, you don't have the right purpose. That is ignorance in going to someone's home and because you can't get something you don't want to go. It should be there because we are relatives and you have human relationship. Promoting child and slave labor, human trafficking, and the other one, I wouldn't call that one, you read it on the screen. Cutting down green trees, destroying laws of nature, violating traffic laws. As I told you one day, I did violate the laws and I got paid the consequences. $180 right in the corner there. I would never park there again. And there was a parking there this morning, and I said, no, I'm not going there. I went far away. I have to learn from that. I would not go there again. If I go there again, it means I'm ignorant of the fact that I'm going to get a ticket there. So you have to learn from the mistakes that you make, and if someone encourages disharmony in society, someone tries to fragment the society or all public institution, then you are ignorant of the fact that you're in sin, you're committing a crime, a sin. You should not be the one to fragment any organization, any society. You should be the one that should keep it together in what you say and do, and the way you react to certain situation. These forms of sin hurt both us, both me, and would hurt Pandit Jagdish and hurt everyone. It hurts both parties are being hurt, not only one. It's not a one-side thing. They destroy the moral fabrics of society. But because of our ignorance, we do not pay attention to that fact that the society morals are being destroyed. All are we concerned with is I'm concerned, I'm being an individual, and I don't care about anything else of society. The mantra is telling us, don't be such a person. Be someone who cares about society, and we remember the 10th principle of the Arya Samaj that tells us put the society interests before yours most of the time. And to cover up these sins, what do? We have to falsify and cheat all the time. You tell one lie, you have to continue telling that and remember what you said. As soon as you slip, didn't remember what you say, you're caught, and then you get more trouble. All this wrongdoing has a base in ignorance. All these things that goes on is because we are ignorant of certain fact in our life. We're ignorant of the fact that when we say things that are negative, it causes dissension in society, it causes problems. We also suffer because we have to, try to be secluded from society. We have to try to stay aloof from society, don't to come, etc. So it doesn't mean that we are not suffering. We are suffering because we cannot operate freely. Ignorance of the law of cause and effect causes sinful conduct, which in turn brings a violent breakdown of family and society. So the mantra advises us again, at night, we should pray to God again, saying, O Lord, preserve us completely from engaging in ignorance and sin. Such sin hurts both us and the other and causes a breakdown in society. We must recognize that our happiness lies in following the ways of God, and so we must always strive to make God our friend. Regarding doing good and refraining from hurting others, the words of the great king Bhartrihari are very enlightening, and he says in this verse, people of the highest order give up self-interest and work for the good of others. Highest order of people. Those of the middle order work for the sake of others while working for their own good. That's okay. You need to be good also. But those in the first quality are those of the saints and sages who give up themselves. They don't care about themselves because they care about society and want to develop society. And demons in human garb oppose the good of others for their own benefit. Those are the demons who destroy society for their own benefit. But what do we call the last group of people who oppose good of others without any advantage to themselves? They just do it for the fun of it. And they walk away. And they stand by and they observe what is happening to society. So the mantra says to all of us, so come friends, let us resolve to save ourselves from sin and slander. Save ourselves. Think. The mantra is advising us, it's coming from the Ved, and it's telling us it's there. The Ved instructs us how to overcome every situation in life. But reading it only, absorbing it only is not the end. Because there are 4 Vedas: theory, application, music, and politics. So the application part of it, most of the time, we don't look at that one. We go to the one that has theory, and everybody talks a theory. No one says, you know what? Let me listen to the man who is giving the theory, and let me apply it in my life. So the mantra is urging us, brothers and sisters, is urging myself to let us, when we do things, we do it in such a way that we do not do it with ignorance of understanding what's happening. We'll be only having much trouble in our life. And thinking of all the situations that are happening, people are fighting because, look at what's happening in the world, because of ignorance, they're killing each other like they're killing flies. Ask them why. They're ignorance of the fact of what their religion tell them to. Because people are defending their religion, saying only those who are non-believer are using these statements, these same statements that are made, they misinterpret it and they use it in a negative way to destroy their own humankind. That is ignorance of what is being said. So brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, this is what I want to share with you here today. I myself is in a situation where, as we really try to practice as much as we can and try to maintain harmony in society, remember that we are all different and we have different abilities and capacities. Somebody is better than you are. I can't sing. I try to sing, but I give it to those who can sing. When it is called for me to sing, then I sing. Who knows? I don't sing melodiously, but I realize I can't sing, so why should I go saying and that I can sing and I can't do it? Even I can't chant, I don't chant. When it's necessary and it's called and required for me to do, okay, I try it. But then if you go and say, I go and say, no, Pandit Jagdish can sing more than me, I don't know how come. And I don't want to see Marang. Every time I see Marang, I just turn my face or I don't even call on him. I don't even invite him to come. that I'm the one who is ignorant because I did not realize that, he's different than I am, I'm different than him. Jagdish, no offense. No. All right, mothers, father, brothers, this is what I want to present to you. While I was presenting this too, I had this situation in my life where I had to face a situation, and I said, I should not allow that to prevent me from coming and doing what I have to do. Life goes on. But once again, I want to thank all of you for being there with me and for the family, and to, when I see you there, I said, okay, I have the support and everybody's there with me. So thank you all once again, and thank you all for listening to me at this time. I hope and pray that we go into application in our life, apply these things in our life, will be very smooth and calm. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all very much. Remember, Bal Divas on the April 2nd. This is coming up. All the students who are here, remind those who are not here, call them, tell them to come up next week, Sunday, the latest, because the teachers would want to select you all to start their program. Pandita Sai has started her program already, and we want each one of you to be at perfection level. Now, if you all have Pandita Indrauti's number, I'm taking, Pandita, would you want them to call you? Yes, because those of you who wish to be in her class with who are doing Hindi with her, call her, tell her you're interested, and she would make some kind of arrangement to come here and meet you. Same thing goes for Pandita Leela too. She left early, but I'll call. Oh, I can. So call her. She will be dealing with the smaller ones, like those three of you in front there. She's minor things to give you all to partake of, to participate in the thing. And we also have Pandit Mukund's class music. So I am relying on you who are here to pass the message around. Right, Adarsh? Pass the message around. Take up the phone, and instead of calling, somewhere you should not have called, call your friends and tell them to come to Mandir. Next week, Sunday, we will. So next Sunday, I'm hoping to see all the students here so that we can get that program going. And mothers and fathers, also, you have your children, and someone who has their children and want them to be involved who are not here, tell them to come or call the teachers and get them involved. All right? So we'll get that activity going on in April. Let us start. Huh? Oh, before you stand, sorry. Oh, you stand, stretch your leg. There's a summary. Kevin is going to give us a summary. Adrian. So I thought you got him with the phones like that. Okay, take this one.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Today's power chant was about how we can save ourselves from ignorance, sin, and slander. Everywhere when someone goes to either a family gathering or a public area, they are faced with slander, which means the damage of someone's image. Our pursuit of self-duty frustrates their pursuit of selfish goals. This is the premise of slanderous acts. This brings up the question why slanderous acts help no party, for it only brings ignorance and anger to all. We shouldn't strive for slander, yet to strive to please all. Forms of anahas or sin is hurting people who can't fight for themselves. Human trafficking, child labor, etc. These sins hurt everyone within society. Sins lead to ignorance, which causes separation between families and society. There are people of the highest order who do selfless acts, and then they are people who do selfish acts. What are the people who hurt others at no cost? That question has yet to be answered. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much, Adrian. Thank you very much. It shows that you all were listening. That's good. Thank you very much. Let us take.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Bhakt Janon ke sankat Bhakt Janon ke sankat Shad mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनसे मन का ओ स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो किसकी ओ स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आश करो जिसकी जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा ओ स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे
अथ शांति पाठः ओम द्यौ शांतिरन्तरिक्षं शांति पृथिवी शांति रापः शांति रोषधयः शांति वनस्पतयः शांतिर्विश्वे देवः शांतिर्ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वं शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेधि ओम शांति 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 प्रेम से बोलो ओंकार भगवान की जय प्रेम से बोलो वेद उद्धारक महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो ब्रह्मर्षि स्वामी विरजानंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो गीता का योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो भगवती माता सीता
की जय
प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय Namaste to everyone, those of you here and those of you who have joined us on YouTube. Thank you all very much for being with us this morning. See you all next Sunday, same time, same place. The artist coming around. Huh? The artist coming around, and I was just told that we have